was, and I think reflecting on this, I think they'll be thinking the decision to invite him back at all has backfired massively on Sheffield United, and they've effectively acknowledged that by this decision to step away from that invitation to invite Ched Evans to train with them. It did feel like unseemly haste, the speed with which Ched Evans was reintegrated to Sheffield United, even though, as they're saying here, this was never a firm contract offer. They seem to be falling over themselves almost to get him back in the fold. Remember, they paid around £3 million for this player before he was jailed for rape, and one always did have the sense that there might be an attempt here to try and recoup some of that investment. They would say they were also trying to contribute perhaps to the rehabilitation of a man who, as many have said, had served his time, but with the weight of public opinion and really senior people, big public profile like Jess Ennis-Hill, who wanted her name removed from the stand, and a host of others. The weight of public opinion made this a very difficult decision to go through with. I think there'll be many, particularly those who've said this is not an issue about football, this is an issue about the victims of rape. This is a man who's unapologetic, unrepentant, and football must take a stand. They will welcome this step from Sheffield United.
Yeah, public opinion, public pressure from figures like Jess Ennis-Hill, but also from sponsors as well, Paul.
Yes, indeed. They had two of their sponsors, front and back of the shirt, who were threatening to walk away if they went through with this decision to re-sign him. And there'll be those who say this is a financial decision, that ultimately money has talked in this case. I think it's an interesting example that commercial sponsors perhaps can bring their weight to bear. Of course, all of this is generally generated by media heat in the first place. In the case of Ched Evans, the media heat came from a very effective petition campaign that was put together calling for Evans not to be called back for this fundamental issue that he was a man who, rape is not like any other crime. It is at the very end of the most serious crimes that people can commit, and for a football club to walk back in this way apparently so quickly and heedless of those concerns. They say in the statement they're not heedless of them, but it just seemed a very, very quick process. And this is a Ched Evans, we will see what happens to him in his career, but wherever he goes to play, I think this is a lesson about the publicity that will follow him wherever he goes.